today I'm going to talk about the Canon 55-250mm lens EF-S. My boyfriend owns a Canon camera, and I often use his camera for taking pictures when we go out traveling or even for vlogging. And Canon is a really well-known brand for its digital cameras, and I don't know, I love Canon. I originally got a Nikon, and I wish I had gotten a Canon, so now I end up using his. It's very lightweight, but you can feel the quality just in the way, like when you're holding it. And it is very compact, and it weighs roughly about 1 pound. It is a telephoto lens, so for those of you who don't really know what that is, you use it to take pictures of things both near and far away, so you can have a really good range and distance when you're taking pictures. A lot of photographers or street photographers or journalists even will use a telephoto lens because it's just so easy to capture moments from afar without people really knowing about it sometimes. But also, if you are out of range and you want to get a really nice, crisp picture. So it does make it harder to do the other stuff like just your average macro photography or anything like that. So that's what a telephoto lens is for. And I felt like we really needed one. And by say we, when I say we, I mean my boyfriend and I, because I basically own half the camera now. I've owned this product for about 3 months now, and I can easily store it in my luggage if I need to. Although I do have a camera bag and a carry case for that. It's a very durable lens since it's made by Canon. It's very simple to use too. I love that about their products. So over here, as you can see, trying to do this with one hand here, but basically, you turn this and you can change the image and how far away you are looking. So these rotate right here, and you can move it up and down and focus it, and it's just, it helps you with a larger range. I really like how crisp and clear it comes out. Like, you can definitely tell the quality. Sometimes people spend so much time like buying new equipment and they try to buy new cameras altogether when really what they could do is just keep the old camera that they have, I mean depending on the model, and just change out the lenses. So regularly changing your lens out is so important, and it makes such a huge difference. I've seen friends use this too, so it's not just me. And since it's a telephoto lens, it's a bit longer than a standard zoom or prime lens. But it's still pretty compact and fits easily in my camera bag. You see other telephoto lenses, you'll see them like really high up, and that's because of that feature. But this one's perfect for me, and it's easier for me to carry around. It's 4.5 inches long, and it's useful when you want to take photos of distant objects that you can't really get with a standard zoom lens. And I used to use my standard lens when taking pictures like that, but I really needed something for landscapes even and events. And when I'm in a crowd, it has this image stabilizing option to really help minimize the camera shakiness when I'm taking handheld photos. So if I'm not using a tripod, a lot of the time this is nice because it really does help stabilize the picture, especially if it's from afar. And I don't know if you've ever tried to like take a picture from a far distance, but you realize the more you zoom in, the more shaky it looks, and maybe the more grainy or blurry. And that is what this is for. That eliminates that possibility. It snaps on really easily to my DSLR. So you can see here, there's this kind of cap here. Let's put this back on. Yeah, so you can actually unscrew this and just use it to directly latch this on to the camera. And this is to protect it right now while it's not on the camera. They gave me this nice little cap. And the whole thing just spins around, you know. You can make it longer or shorter and focus it with this area right here. But that's what it's for. And I love how much of that option you have. And it can snap on to a few different types of DSLRs. I have a Canon myself, and I think it's mostly for Canon. I wouldn't use it on a Nikon or anything like that, or Sony. You'd have to get something specifically for that. Definitely check, like, if you're gonna get this, check what camera you have and whether this is compatible with that camera, you know, because there's so many different models out there. But this is a pretty universal one that works on a few of their products. And it comes with a front and rear cap. So that's really useful for when you're protecting it and you're carrying it. I always put the cap back on. There's hardly any time when I'm carrying it around where it's open. I just don't trust that. I don't want to damage the lens in any way. And I've had this for, you know, about 6 months. So it's black and it's made by Canon. And Canon was founded in 1937. So that's like 81 years old. And it was founded in Tokyo, Japan. You've probably heard of Canon, and if you haven't, well, now you have, but it's a really well-known brand. And this would make a great gift for anyone who owns a Canon camera and is just getting started in photography and wants to try out a telephoto lens without spending a lot of money. And that's just like the best. This is amazing, and it's such a great idea, and it allows you to be more creative and take long distance photos and, you know, just really experiment around with it. I love it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you check out this product.